You are hereby issued a strike by intentionally approaching Yolanda to the point of calling her a cow. You are also hereby issued a strike.
We know who took the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Have a name.
I mean, Lerato takes clothing.
Yes, you heard it right. The two girls who fought yesterday are being given strikes. So this was for all the terrible things they said and did, both in words and actions. So I think it was after the diary session, Big Brother called the housemates to the lounge, and they reminded them a little bit of the house rules and the sections on basically what to do and what not to do. No goading, no provocation, no, just basically don't pull somebody to the point where they act in a rash way towards you, and you shouldn't be going physical with people or destroying Big Brother's properties, of which to an extent this both ladies did. One for Liema was the discrimination of skin towards Yolanda, and for Yolanda, it was the words and actions, basically, and then the throwing of things and spilling of drinks on the other party. So Big Brother told the both of them to stand up and said for Gordon, Yolanda has been issued a strike. And then for Liema, for going back to Yolanda when everything had died down, only to keep calling her a cow countless times, she has also been issued a strike, making it double strike for Liema, and then she risked being disqualified from the show. We later saw where she was crying and breaking down, and Jareed was comforting her. And then we noticed how Yolanda went to, I think, somewhere around the garden, that swingy type of chair. She sat down and was thinking about her life so far in the Big Brother house. I hope the part of her thoughts were, all the fuck ups she's had and how she's going to find ways to fix that, because if she continues, it's going to be a problem. Big Brother warned all the housemates that they should take notes that for any action they do from now henceforth, disrespecting Big Brother's rules, like, language, whispering, mic control, and all the 9 yards, they will be met with strong and probably excessive punishments for those acts. And then we notice how Makeke was now giving Liema an advice that he feels she's the one that likes to, push and overreact, push people to the edge, and is probably causing the troubles that lead to the things people do towards her. And then, the housemates had to die down, and Big Brother gave them a task. But I'm not going to talk about that task right now. I'm also going to the diary sessions. The diary session, I really liked Mcjunior's diary session, where he indicated that he spoke to Willie about the save and replace something, and although Willie tried to explain himself or excuse himself, he understands but he doesn't believe what Willie said, but it is what it is. He went on to say that till date, losing the head of house games is still bothering him, and he's trying to get out of that horrible feeling that he's having. And then he didn't expect that a snake was going to come into the house, but then it was actually a very scary one. According to him, this week is a week from hell. And finally, he indicated that Lerato is a thief because there was a missing shirt. I think it was Willie or Makeke's own. And then he told the person that there's one person that would be able to take that thing because that person has been stealing or taking people's things. And Big Brother actually mentioned the name. He said it was Lerato. And, he said he was actually right when at the end, Lerato admitted to taking the shirt. Now, that was all about his diary session. Another diary session I'm going to focus on is Yolanda's own, because after all, she and Papaghost fought earlier today. And then I'm going to be random about how ours went. Her diary session ended on a lighter note when she spoke about the surprise animals, face your fears of the week and all that. She was laughing and playing. But then the unique part of her diary session was a fight between her and Liema. Now, according to her, that it was Liema, over time, people have indicated that Yolanda, doesn't like cleaning and some stuff. But one thing she doesn't joke with is when it is her turn to clean the kitchen and cook. She makes sure she does it, especially when it has to do with meat. She tries to bring out the meat on time so it gets defrosted. And then she can use to cook for everybody, because this is something that concerns everybody. But when it comes to Liema's turn, Liema does it whenever she wants, how she wants. And then people are later grumbling and complaining that they've not eaten. She's even surprised, how Yolanda is surprised, that if there was a day she was supposed to cook, but she needed to wait for somebody to wash the plates. But instead, it was the person who delayed to wash the plates. Instead, the housemates were blaming her for cooking late when she was waiting for utensils. But moving on back to that of Liema. So there are fights between her and Liema was that Liema was supposed to cook. Liema took so long and the meat has not defrosted. So people started cooking little by little to eat and just hold their stomach, right? And then boom, Liema comes out, is talking to her like, oh, you people are cooking. Are you sure you guys want me to cook? If I cook, are you guys going to even eat? And then Yolanda, responded to Liema saying, why would you ask such a question? People are hungry. They're cooking quick snacks or eating quick snacks before the food is ready. And then here was Liema telling her that, I'm going to cook, but I won't put your own mouth in the food. She ignored her. She didn't even think that Liema would take it serious, would do that. She went upstairs, was drinking the wine. After she had eaten the eggs she fried, and then Liema had cooked. When she came downstairs, Yolanda came downstairs to come and get food. Liema is telling her that I didn't put your mouth, so you don't get food. And that was how she gingerly carried more wine, went upstairs to eat. Only for Jareed, maybe Jareed told her something. And then her and Jareed came upstairs and, Liema was like saying, hey, do you want to eat? Let me find food for you. And, Yolanda being that, oh, I was cool with it. After all, I told her that even my stepmom wasn't giving me food. That time she wouldn't give me food. And then according to Liema, that, Yolanda was emotionally blackmailing her, and then they started shouting and going back and forth at each other. And then what triggered her was when Liema started saying she was going to teach her how to give a BJ and stuff. Then when they were calling her a cow, it didn't piss her off. It took her 6 years to accept her body like this, and then she was the one who told them about the cow story, and only for them to start using it against her, that it's not really going to work. When it came to the matter of her and Papaghost, she said Papaghost is just a parasite. That is the kind of person that looks for your weakness and open hole, and he wants to come and eat and feed off of that just to make himself feel good. At this point, she doesn't take him relevant. That's why she doesn't even nominate him up for eviction. That he just wants to find ways to get to her. And so far, so good. Emotionally, they've been getting to her, and that's why she feels she needs to fix her attitude. And I'm thinking to myself, if we're talking about what's her name, Liema getting a strike for calling Yolanda a cow, I think what's his name, Papaghost is supposed to get a strike because he was calling her a Dalmatian, and it's around the same line he's meaning. But let's ignore that. Let's move to the diary session of Papaghost, whose core part was when he was talking about Yolanda, saying that, you know what, she has been making the house unbearable, unlivable, and is just antagonistic with her around. And so, because he is normally not a person that would want to stoop low and fight dirty, but every time with Yolanda, she's always pushing him. She's way too loud. Her personality is disgusting. Her this is that. Her that is that. When even if you have headache, she would shout at the top of her voice and make you just restless and stuff. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. Maybe he's right to an extent, but why would you focus all your energy on one person to make their life miserable? I guess everybody has their own tactics. Generally, for me, I feel all of this housemates needs to fix their attitude, or else it's just going to be way too dirty from now on. Anyways, that's all I have for you on this particular video. I'm going to bring you more updates on the next one. See ya.